Hi everyone, Ramu Kaka is in his field adding fertilizers to his crops. These fertilizers add nutrients to the soil and increase its yield. But did you notice the fertilizer sac? It says NPK, that is nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Nitrogen is abundantly present in our atmosphere, approximately 78% of the total constituents of air. Then why is it that Ramu Kaka is adding it separately as a fertilizer? Plants can't take nitrogen directly from air. They absorb nitrogen from the soil in the form of nitrate. Hence, nitrogen is added in the soil artificially by adding fertilizers. It is also added naturally through biochemical organisms in the soil and also when there's lightning. Let's understand here the role of microorganisms. Leguminous plants like peas have nodules in their roots which host bacteria called the rhizobium. The rhizobian bacteria take in the nitrogen from the air and convert it to nitrogenous compounds which are useful to plants. The plants then take up these usable nitrogenous compounds and use them to prepare proteins and other important compounds. Nitrogen fixation also happens through lightning. When lightning is produced, molecules of nitrogen present in the air split up and combine with oxygen. This produces nitrous oxide and nitrogen dioxide. Nitrous oxide and nitrogen dioxide then fall down with the rain and mix with the soil to form nitrate salts. These salts can be absorbed by plants. When animals eat these plants, they get the proteins and the required nitrogen from them. But if this is the only process happening in nature, the nitrogen in the air would have been depleted by now. However, that has not happened thanks to the other half of this cycle. We saw how nitrogen enters our body, but how does it return back to the atmosphere? After plants and animals die, nitrogen is obtained from their decomposing remains. During decomposition, the denitrifying bacteria in the soil convert the nitrogenous compounds back to nitrogen molecules, which are then released back into the atmosphere as nitrogen gas. So if we look closely, all these processes form a never-ending cycle called the nitrogen cycle. The fixing of atmospheric nitrogen by rhizobium as well as lightning, followed by the uptake by plants and animals, and then finally decomposition by denitrifying bacteria are all part of this nitrogen cycle. Thus, the nitrogen cycle enables the flow of nitrogen from the atmosphere inside living things and then back to the atmosphere. Well, that's all for today. Isn't it exciting to learn how the environment keeps its balance in different ways? See you next time.